Honda has brought the HondaJet out to SAE this year, and let me tell you, I'm going to show you guys the outside and the inside of this new plane. It is unbelievable. First, take a look at what can fit inside. All this, come a little closer, all this luggage fits inside the HondaJet. And the way Honda's been able to do this is instead of putting the jet engines right attached to the fuselage, they actually put them on top of the wing. That allows more room inside, and you need less of a body structure to support the engines now, and the vibrations are kept lower because the vibrations go through the wing and not through the whole fuselage. So I'm going to walk you through the entire inside of this plane. I'm going to show you guys the cockpit area. I'm going to show you guys the seating, even the lavatory we're going to go through. So let's go inside and let's have some fun. Now for the inside of the HondaJet. As you guys can see, I'm sitting in one of the jump seats. So the jump seat is an option. It's normally a 2, 4, 6 passenger, and this would be the option to it. Now this is a single pilot aircraft, which is extremely important, which means it can actually be flown just with one person. You don't need a co-pilot. Come on inside, let me show you some of the cooler things we found. Inside the HondaJet, you're really going to see the same fit and finish as a vehicle is. I mean, it's amazing to see the stitching and to see all the workmanship and the differences they have inside this jet. I keep calling it a vehicle. Inside this jet, look at these seats. For comfort, you simply lift this handle and then the seat pivots and you can lock it in any position you stop in. How awesome is that? And these little touches, look at this down here where it says HondaJet in bright blue. It looks awesome. And you don't see any screws, you don't see any bolts. It's very much like a car. This here opens up. You have a cocktail table, and if you really want, you have a full table. And look at the wood. It's beautifully done. Everything's nice and smooth here. And if you shut this, take a look, sit in the other seat for a moment, just take a look at the side here. Look how nice and finished this is. This gives a nice finished look. You can also use this to lift and put this right back where it belongs. Of course, there's cup holders in every Honda fashion. It has to be awesome cup holders. Beautiful lighting all over the place. These lights here, they're these tiny little touch buttons. You barely have to touch them and the light goes right on and off. Look at this. Just a gently touch and they turn on and off. Also unique is pretty much everything we've done and seen can be used through an iPad. Now if you don't want to use the iPad, there's also optional controls inside each of these door panels here. Look at this. And these controls will change whatever you like. So you can accent lights. There's night mode. Entry mode. Also through here, instead of putting shades on the windows like most planes have, there's actually an option where you can use the control and it automatically dims the windows for you. How awesome is that? Like, no shades that go up, down, it's just a dimmer. So cool. One more thing I want to show you guys, and that's the lavatory. Sometimes it's overlooked, but check this out. You have a full sink. Very, very cool. Something you're not going to see is up here. They actually built in skylights. There's one and one on this side. Now step back, let me shut to the door. I have a little bit of business to attend to. This is really one of the neatest vehicles I've ever seen. I wouldn't call it a vehicle, I guess I'd call it a plane. But look at this, ready? So the armrest lifts up, can go right down, and if you drop it down, just like a Honda, watch what happens. It's dampened. Even the armrests are dampened. I mean, this is unbelievable, and the fit and finish and the stitching, it's really outstanding. And I haven't had a chance to fly one of these yet, but I've been told that it's really quiet. And one of the reasons it's so quiet and there's not a lot of vibrations is because of where Honda put the engines. Instead of putting the engines where they normally put them, and they attach them to the fuselage, and then they have to brace it all the way around, and then those vibrations come right through the fuselage. Honda attached them to the top of the wing. What that is that allowed the vibrations to go out the wing and not vibrate the inside of the cabin, also keeping the cabin very, very quiet. Now for the cockpit. Just like Honda, you'd imagine there's going to be plenty of hidden spaces. And there's storage. And there's storage. And there's storage. I mean, there's storage pretty much anywhere you can possibly look. As for the cockpit, again, everything, the fit and finish is truly amazing. These seats are extremely comfortable. All the screens are Garmin. And just look at the quality of the buttons. And listen, they all have a beautiful sound. And these are touchscreen. So down here you can touch whatever you'd like to touch and you can get to where you need to go. You need some weather. There's a weather screen. These are all live, so I can play around with these a little bit. How about that? That's pretty awesome. A couple start buttons there for the engines. And just the controls, everything just has a beautiful, solid feel. I mean, it's really a beautifully engineered and built vehicle, just like you'd expect from Honda. Everything is just built so nicely. And well, what Honda would be complete without a sun visor? And this one, of course, can be adjusted anywhere you'd like. I hope you guys have enjoyed my tour of the new HondaJet. If you guys have an extra $4.5 million laying around, why don't you guys pick one up and give me a call and pick me up. As always, I'm the HondaPro, and now you're in the know. Well, my bags are packed and I'm ready to take a ride in the HondaJet. Who wants to come with me?